Jordan Porter, the man accused of crashing into and killing a family in Garner, will wait even longer to face a judge. His case pushed off to the end of the month at the last minute today. Good evening, I'm Liz Ortiz.
And I'm Russ Bowen. All of this happening as CBS 17 sits down with the Garner police chief, who is speaking about the horrible case for the first time. Haley Fixler is joining us live tonight. And first, what's the latest as far as Porter is concerned, Haley?
Well, Porter's attorney tells me that he waived that first appearance largely because it is procedural. He also says he doesn't think a lot of people understand that Porter himself was almost killed in the crash. He says Porter has severe injuries and needed several surgeries and just was not ready to leave medical care. We've learned that Porter is getting treatment right now at Central Prison's hospital.
Bouquets of flowers line US 70 and New Rand Road to remember and honor an entire family killed at this intersection.
It's beyond horrific. The tragedy and the loss of life.
It's been 30 days since Susie and Tyler Campbell and their 8-year-old son Miles were killed. Investigators say 25-year-old Jordan Porter was drinking and smoking marijuana before getting behind the wheel. Police say he was driving 82 in a 45-mile-per-hour zone when he ran a red light and smashed into the Campbell family. Garner Police Chief Lori Smith says this tragedy is impacting the entire community, including first responders.
We deal with a lot of tragedy in our careers and respond to a lot of things that impact us. Anytime you have loss of life, it's tragic, but this was an entire family. It was a husband, it was a mother, a wife, and a child.
Porter was in the hospital for a month for injuries he sustained in the crash.
It's frustrating for us when things get pushed back and delayed. However, we realize it's out of our control.
We spoke on the phone with his attorney, Carl Knudsen, who tells us he still needs medical care.
Massive bone fractures with pins and rods and things, internal bleeding.
Knudsen also refutes the allegations against his client, especially the one stating he was drunk when he got behind the wheel.
There were 2 blood analyses that were done at the request of the state. So his blood alcohol level, even at the most damaging, was 1/4 of what the legal limit is.
I asked Knudsen if he's concerned Porter's previous driving-related charges could come into play in the courtroom. This is what he told me.
We will file a motion for notice of any, what they call bad acts evidence. But, you know, it's a little bit offensive to me that somebody would say, well, the state of North Carolina dismissed all these charges and didn't prosecute him for it, but we think that you should think that he's a bad person and a murderer because the state dismissed these charges and they never even went to court.
Right now, Porter is set to be in court at the end of this month, but his attorney tells me he thinks an arraignment is far, far away from happening. Live in Raleigh, Haley Fixler, CBS 17 News.
All right, Haley, thanks for that.